Texans and the Browns, and it comes your way next.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. Welcome to the broadcast booth, everybody, alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden, and we've got an interesting matchup here featuring two of the league's best in what they do. We have one of the best rushing attacks in the NFL going up against a team who's made their money defensively by shutting things down through the air, CD.
Yeah, and Brandon, I want to see how well-rounded each team is because we know what they're a league leader in, but how well can you do the other things that you need to do on that side of the ball? To me, this is a chance for the lesser heralded guys this season to come through and help earn a victory.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a familiar face. This is Houston's first-round pick, of course, back in 2017. Deshaun Watson. First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's second down. Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up, you heard, oh no, we've got to put in Davis.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Texans will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 16 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, there's a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So, I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead. Make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Texans in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Texans. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. That time, a 6-play drive. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns offense trotting back on the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 25. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Stingley getting home on the corner blitz. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here are the Texans to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
2nd and 3. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. He'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Back to throw here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
And this will be caught. So the try for 2 good, and it pushes him out to a 15-0 lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Again, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson drops it off for Chubb. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll run with Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns still get closer.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And this is back to an 8-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Check that out as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's Barkley on the counter.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Line up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And lost 2, and it brings up 4. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. The Browns drive about to get started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Now Chubb running right.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Good spot on the field to go for kind of no man's land, as they call it. It worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal. So it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And that will keep the lead at 8. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The 2nd down and 10th, they're knocked down as he leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On fourth down, now is the runner, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
On first and 10, Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
24 yards the game there. Another first down as well.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And Chubb will try the middle here.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 33. A good pickup there at 22.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33.
Again, Watson to keep it.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They're getting ready to find real estate after that last run, found his spot, and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They run again on first down, Chubb. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Back to throw now on first down.
And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's second down.
He completes it to Ridley.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw again. And he rifles one in. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. 15-yard touchdown. They're able to elevate their advantage. I'll let you do the analysis part of it. With every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws, and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Now a dump off here complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup.
They certainly made a lot of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. From the 40 now on second down. Watson, he finds his man, complete. It's Grant. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Watson's now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Give it to Chubb. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here? Well,
to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Going for it with Sanders. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he looked that good. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now they face Congratulations. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. And it winds up falling incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Now Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Houston set to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Browns set to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. To throw is Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take. We'll take a short break. on as the punter. Johnston now as he sends this one away.
Returnable for Grant. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Again, it's Barkley. And he gets us to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Now Watson going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Watson now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now out comes Houston. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Barkley, inside handoff. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
They certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston down as he's on the punt for Houston. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You put the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They go up the middle with Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Watson on first down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
They'll go to Barkley again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps running.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Watson off play action. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds, and the ball is knocked out, and the Texans scoop it. Loose inside the 30. The ball comes out. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to him.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on third down, Watson under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Jonathan Grenard
picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Landry now on the return. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin with a run by Barkley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
63 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. The recipe's pretty simple, I think. Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about...
Now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Steven Nelson. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a wind shaking up on the play. Here's Cameron Johnston now. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. He finds his man complete. It's Grant. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They go with Chubb on second down. And some room to roam now. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 66 yards. And the Browns use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for two. And now the lead stays at 5.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I understand he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Let's go.
A give to Barkley out of the gun.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's second down.
Here's a give to Barkley.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's second down.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
So on 3rd down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a 5-point game. But just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Watson. That's out to Chubb. Complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
You hate to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. He's back to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple
defenders there to get him.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So now it's Watson and the Browns.
Down by 2, 45 seconds remaining.
Watson. Completes to Njoku.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
To throw, Watson. Into the hands of Cooper. Able to get out across the 40-yard line, so a spectacular play to begin this drive. Now Watson. Pass complete to Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And they'll remain down by 2.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult. And that one proved to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost them the football game.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here. It's a 30-yard touchdown. Showing some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?